And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. This is Kenyon Drake, the fourth-year man from Alabama. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Murray now to throw. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up fourth down. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Hey, Orbit, on.
Now Jones. And right away, he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So a first quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost them.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 21-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. 2nd down. Murray sets to throw. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Come on,
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around. Under pressure, they got him again. Chandler Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Throwing Jones. And his throw is incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. 3rd down here. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
On 1st down, Drake. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Let's get it.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, here's Murray. Rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Kyler Murray, a 1,000-yard rusher as a quarterback in his Heisman campaign at Oklahoma. He's got the 1st down.
Here we go. Check, 47. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check 4.
On 1st down, it's Drake. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run with Drake. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force the 3rd down.
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
47 is the mic. Here we go, here we go.
Third and 2, and here's Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cardinals push further out in front. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Down. 18 Gator. 43. Bandit.
A first down carry for Barkley. Brooks Reed with a tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Brooks Reed was able to find his way to the QB. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And Ingram holds it in. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 33. A healthy Evan Ingram, that could be a great elixir for New York this year. The season ago, he only played in 11 games because of the injuries, 35 catches, which was a dip down from 2 seasons ago when Ingram caught 64 passes. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end, but it'll be 2nd down. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Recon, 132 fighter. Back. Speed grip.
On the draw, this is Barkley. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here.
Hey, Haywood. Get it.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. If you got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now Drake, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. Now on 2nd and 13. Murray, this one complete to Christian Kirk. And he coughed it up, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy. I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And an alley to run. Murray has the first. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
A good pickup there at 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there and stop the offense. But you typically...
And it'll be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
First down, Cardinals.
Mike 27. Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, second down. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Throwing is Murray on third down. He's got his man. It's Butler. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Well, Butler was the second of three receivers Arizona took in the draft. They said they wanted to increase the amount of playmakers that they have out wide, so they nabbed him in round 4 out of Iowa State. Really didn't come on until his final season at Iowa State, over 1,300 yards and 9 touchdowns. Andy Isabella, he kind of provides the top-end speed. Butler has the size, 6'6", 225, a huge target out wide.
Ready? Right. Mike 29. First ball. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me. Hatch it.
From just shy of midfield, Murray. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's the linebacker, Kareem Martin. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Cardinals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Murray. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Elsewhere, second quarter in D.C. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking to throw. Jones.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 29, Murray. Johnson's got it complete. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Able to find Isabella. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. This is caught, and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Cardinals 21, Giants 13.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
61, match, get it.
Jones now, throwing again. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. They go play action here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. 58's the money.
Hey, high 7. Ready?
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Jones, off play action. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brooks Reed picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Back to throw. Jones. Pass incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Jones, operating from the gun. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Murray again, 2nd and 10. That ball complete to Isabella. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 42. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. On 2nd and 15 now. Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 28.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. And this is Shepard on the catch. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And Tate's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16. Now Jones. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And now it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Ready, ready. Hey, wahoo! Step.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Cardinals 28, Giants 13.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jones now off the play fake. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brooks Reed able to record his 5th sack of the season. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game, because no one can stand up to this week after week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. That was the corner, Robert Alford, with a sack. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Jones throwing on 4th down. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time it yields a safety. So a failure there to get rid of the football. I don't know in the end that it's going to matter much here with this game, but it yields another 2 points.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. It may not matter a ton with the deficit that's already there, but like my old coach used to say, it sure ain't going to help.
That doesn't help indeed. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. To throw is Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a 1st. They'll run on 1st down. Drake. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check hot route. Hot.
He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
Set, ready. 60 out low. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
First down, Murray. This one caught by Isabella. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Stepping up, and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Hey, exit.
On first down, Jones. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Here's Jones operating from the gun. Open man right side is Ingram. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Throwing on first down, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Quarter.
Watch the whip.
Hey, box drop.
Throwing Jones to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Byron Murphy, the first pick of the second round there defensively. So second and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley.
Here we go.
Second and 3. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Hassan Reddick able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Jones now going to throw on third and goal. Tate bringing it in for the Giant touchdown. Golden Tate, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead. But at the same time, got it done. And it'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
29 is Mike. Mike 29. And let's get in them holes.
On second down, here's Murray. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Murray now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Open man completes it to Butler. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Back to you. I'm going back to you.
Running, it's Drake. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Charles, defensively, 1 timeout left. Do you use it here, or do you let it roll to the 2-minute warning?
I would use it here because you're going to get the 2-minute warning stoppage as well. And then that means you have to snap the ball again. Something could happen. Something could go awry. You could get the ball back. I wouldn't let it run.
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd and short, Drake. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. On 4th down, here's Zane Gonzalez for the Cardinal field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, they just want to put this one behind them. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Jones throwing on fourth down. Got a man, Slayton. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Robert Alford. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Down to a knee goes Murray, as that will just about wrap this thing up.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 23-yard line.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cards, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for the Giants, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll